Dude, did you see? You definitely didn't, because you don't stay on the beat of society. Did you see the Michael Jackson documentary?
Here's what I read about it. But
did you see it?
I didn't. But here's what pisses me off.
I know, but did you see it?
I didn't. But can I? Before you say, I want to make a critique that I read about, and I want you to tell me what you think.
Okay.
All right. Even though I didn't see it.
Okay.
So I'm a little out of my lane because I haven't seen it.
But before you give this critique,
yeah.
Where are you at on Michael Jackson and little boys before all this news came out?
I didn't know.
Me neither.
Okay, so here's the other thing.
But I assumed where there's smoke and freaking toys, there's fire.
There is something strange about him having massive sleepovers and having boys around. Like I'm not interested in being around little boys.
I looked into that.
My son, yes, but I'm not interested. There's nothing about
dad, what are we
kids
doing?
that I'm right.
Yeah.
Like if I have sleepovers and I'm involved in all the games and stuff, there's something weird, right?
You think?
Yeah. But the testimony, this Finding Neverland, Leaving Neverland, is based on two guys who are now coming out saying they got molested when they defended him during the trial. So I'm very confused. And here's the other reason I'm confused.
It's a good time to do it.
Those guys were in their 20s.
When they came out?
Yeah, right? Is that when they defended him in his trial? I want to find out.
They're in their 20s, but...
So at your 20s, what you did was you defended a pedophile. You knew he was a pedophile. You got up on a stand under sworn testimony and defended a pedophile to make sure he got off.
Yeah.
Okay? So what was the motive there? I'm very confused because if you were protecting your privacy, so I guess you're protecting your privacy or your emotions or whatever, and knowingly you could have put a pedophile away, but he's going to fuck other kids apparently. So what's up now? I got a huge problem with that.
I'm on the fence.
If you're a kid and you can't, I understand because it's all fucked up. When you're in your 20s and you defend and get a guy off, and now you come back because you're a father?
Even your 20s though is tough.
Yeah, but
I'm saying even in your 20s, like I don't know what the fuck I was doing in my 20s. Even now, like my 35th, 36th birthday is next week.
I can't. You're an adult. You're an adult. I can't give you a pass on that. You got a pedophile off if that's true. But all of a sudden now you're coming back. Why are you coming back?
It has to be money motivated, right?
How much money are you going to make? A lot. That state's worth $3 billion. But how come you were on the stand in your 20s? You defended a pedophile. You got a pedophile off with your fucking testimony as an adult. Yeah. Now you come back in your 40s because you're quote unquote a father and you want and you're
it's
suing
also convenient
and
right
you
now
want
too,
money
because right now you're guilty to prove innocent, right?
No shit, but there's money. You're talking about $20-30 million for these guys. There's a lot of motivation.
You know, Michael Jackson in his heyday was worth $1.6 billion, sir. Correct?
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Biggest of all time.
Yeah.
The other thing that's weird to me is I don't know if he touched these kids or whatever, but people that know Michael Jackson said because he missed out on his childhood because his father was such a fucking
they think his father might have castrated him or something.
They think that, but he just missed out on kiddie stuff. So inside he felt like he was 9 years old. So he wanted to try to hold on to that for dear life and have that childhood. So that's why he hung out with kids.
Yeah. That's fine.
Now, let me ask you something, Brian. If fucking Liam Neeson came to your house and was like, yo, dude, I'm just a huge fan of your son. I'm going on tour. Do you mind if he comes with me?
The fuck out of here.
Punch him right in the dick.
The fuck out of here.
Right? You got to chalk it up. The parents have to take some responsibility.
I would agree with that.
The parents
although it's Finding Neverland, it's Michael Jackson. They're with a lot of other boys, a lot of other kids,
But here's where it gets a little dicey. When you watch this documentary, the detail that these two have, and when they get down to the nitty gritty and they talk about certain things where, the Jussie Smollett, right when he gave his testimony, I'm like, this guy's full of complete shit. Even though he's a good actor, I can smell from here.
Yeah.
My snout's heavy, dude.
No, your snout's heavy. I haven't seen it, so I got to see it. Did they get together and talk details? That's my other thing. They've had a lot of time to.
There's a lot of video of it, though.
There is.
A lot of video.
I got to see it.
Before
I condemn anybody,
I think he's mentally ill. I think Michael Jackson's mentally ill.
Yeah.
Mentally ill on them beats. No, but I think he's mentally ill when it comes to children.
Look at this though. What are you doing with these boys?
Here's the thing, B. They play a thing on there where the little dudes, and I'm sorry for my voice, I know it sounds sexy for your listeners out there.
Yeah, a lot of soda in his voice right now.
Hey, smooth jazz.
Yeah.
97.5.
Cheering for the fight.
So they play a video where they're on a private jet because the kid brought the kid all around with him, and the parents aren't on there.
So just one kid he brought around with him?
Yeah, just one. Well, there's two, but he would bounce from kid to kid.
That's fucking weird.
It's super weird. He wouldn't give interviews, but he let this little kid interview him, and you can tell infatuation and the love he has with this kid and him have together, it's awkward as fuck. He's like, Billy, you know you're my favorite. You know when we shot that Pepsi commercial, that's my favorite. And the kid's like, oh, thank you. He's like, well, what's your favorite part about going to Hawaii, being on tour? And he goes, spending it with you, Billy. Being with you, Billy. It's like, well, that's what nightmares are made of.
Whoa.
Now, is he just fucked up in the head, or was he actually sucking kids off?
I don't know. I don't like either one. I don't like it either way.
It's so awkward. I blame the parents.
Yeah.
Because if fucking
you're gonna put
Elton John knocked on my door with his entire entourage.
Well, just Michael Jackson. You don't have to go any further than the biggest.
Well, Elton John's alive.
You're still not taking my kid on a fucking private jet.
Michael Jackson's not gonna knock on your door because he's dead. But if Elton John's still alive, name the most famous person in the world. Who's the most famous person in the world?
I know what you mean.
If they knock on my door, you not hanging out with my kid, bro.
Right.
Unless it's a daddy date where your kid's same age as mine, and you want to kick it. Maybe.
But here's my question. This came up. All of this came up in a trial, 2 trials, right? And he got off.
Is there any evidence?
All of this came up in trials, and those kids testified in his defense. How old were they? I need to find out how old these 2 guys were when they defended him. I need to find that out.
Also, there's no like legit evidence. It's all hearsay. It's all. That's
always the case with these.
Here's the other thing. The biggest thing we have is that remember that kid described his dick. First of all, if I was 8 years old and you asked me what this dude's dick looked like, I mean, I'm sure I could give you a rough estimate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those little motherfuckers could dance, though, in this documentary. They're like 4 and 7. They can fucking move.
I also, I'm always like, whenever it's a documentary, I'm always like, there's like Making a Murder or anything else. You're seeing one side of something. I don't know. Do I think it's weird? Yes. Do I believe he could have done it? Yes. But this. So let's see. They were 36. They're 36 and 40 now. So when was he accused? When was that trial?
The first via 2013 lawsuits. Later in the documentary, they talk about the alleged abuse started when he was 7. Safe check when he was 10. Both had previously told authorities that there had been no abuse, with Robinson testifying in Jackson's defense 2005.
Okay, so what's 2005? So
it'd be 14 years ago, Brian.
Yeah. Okay, so
14. He's 35 now.
Yeah,
they're in their 20s.
Yeah.
Mid-20s.
You're 21 and you're 20 and you're 25. Fuck, I'm sorry. Fuck you.
Sounds a little weird.
Bullshit. So you as an adult, you know this dude, if it's true, then you know this guy molests children. And that we know one thing about people who molest children. They have a track record. They don't stop. These priests molest 200 kids. So you know there's a track record. It's not like, that was always my thing with Woody Allen. There's only one story. She was 7. She doesn't remember. Her mom told her. I can't go with that. But with a child molester, there is a fucking litany of people. There's a whole list of people.
There's a list.
And so you know
there's a list of people, Jackson, though, huh?
Well, actually, these 2 guys.
But there's way more than 2 guys.
No, I don't think so.
There's a shitload of claims against them. But again, I don't agree with it either. I have skeptical hippo eyes. We don't know, but listen to what Jackson's family says. They said, no, there's no way it can be Wade Robinson, not the same guy that I knew. They must have gotten the names wrong, said his brother. Wade was the most adamant person when it came to 2005 and the trial. He was their first defense witness. He was the star witness. He was adamant that nothing ever happened.
So that's interesting to me. Wow. And now you come back.
Because
you're a father
because
now.
In society now, it's guilting to prove an innocent. So everyone goes, oh, there it is. But now documentaries can paint the narrative and get you fucked.
And get you rich.
Although with R. Kelly, that guy's
a scumbag. Yeah. Fuck that guy. This video. But I'm saying I'm just being skeptical because there's real money involved for these guys. It's fame, money, a book. You're talking about millions of dollars. And you guys were 21 and 25 or what it was, and you willingly and adamantly defended a child molester, if that's true. Fuck you. I don't have any time for that, man. I'm sorry, man. You're an adult.
And here's a little another nugget for you, Callen. Robinson, whose allegation they say have coincided with financial problems.
Okay, there you go. Come on.
What a surprise. What a surprise.
Kat, you're young as shit. What do you think of Michael Jackson?
Well, I know he's an amazing performer.
Some
but also,
say the
it's
best.
weird because growing up, I knew about it, but I didn't know as many details as everything is coming out now.
Does that mic not work, Jen? Oh, I guess. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If he gets convicted, let's say the court, even though he's passed away, let's say he's convicted, would you still listen to his music?
What's that say again?
If he was convicted of molesting little kids, like actually convicted, let's say we had a R. Kelly videotape of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Would you still, does it change what he did musically?
I mean,
not really, because it's two separate things, right?
I mean, that's a tough one when it comes
like,
to
do you
kids.
still enjoy a Woody Allen movie?
Yeah, because I don't think he did it.
I don't know why my voice squeaked.
I think he's one of the greatest filmmakers. I think he's
he
amazing.
Is. Yeah, but let's say he actually did rape that young girl and then married his daughter, which is super strange.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't mean he's not a great artist.
That's what I'm saying. Can't you separate the art from the?
Well,
the
that's
man?
always been the question. Of course you can, but the bottom line is I would listen.
People say you can't. No, Bryan, but the current culture says you can't because R. Kelly, all of his music has been taken down off iTunes.
But so for me, if I found out you were abusing kids and you listen, I would listen to it differently. I probably, knowing me. Okay, so this is how I am. Once the CTE,
hopefully you know you.
Once the CTE stuff came out about football, right? Like the NFL, and I started. I didn't watch football the same way because every time guys would get hit, I would think about it.
But you're balls deep in fighting.
It kind of fucked up the game for me, I guess.
But then you watch fighting.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that doesn't.
Well, I mean, same thing.
Well, you watch boxing.
But I haven't thought about it as much. But if I start thinking about it, like it'll color the way I think.
Well, you pick and choose what you want to color.
Yeah. No, but so
if football is as intense,
it doesn't mean he's not a great artist. It just means he's got a deep.
Because when that
problem.
Billie Jean kicks in, I'm fucking.
He's one of the greatest of all time.
My body can't help but move. Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah,
I don't.
And
know
I got skeptical hippo eyes over this. And I've read a lot about.
I think
Vanity Fair came out about the first accusation.
I think he's mentally ill.
Yes.
Dude, how about I drive by his crib on my way to work? When they were Havenhurst, when they were talking about his crib in Havenhurst, I go, that road sounds so familiar. Kept going, then it hit me. I'm like, Havenhurst. That's the road I fucking take.
And that's where Neverland is?
No, Neverland's in Santa Barbara. Havenhurst is in Encino.
And that's where he lived.
That's the road I take to get.
What a world he lived in. What a fucking weird
Bet your ass stopped, took a picture.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know,
There's
man.
a bunch of cars by.
I got real skeptical hippo eyes with these fucking guys. You know, and I got no respect for the fact that you didn't stand up when you could have, and you could have taken a child molester out if this is true.
If it was true.
Yeah,
Here's
you
the
were
other
the
thing.
star witness. You were the star witness.
You were the key.
You were adamant at 25 or 21, whatever you were, old enough to know better.
Dude, I think we should throw their. If he did touch those kids, throw the parents in jail.
Wow, look, you know, you can only. Most of us, they were probably starstruck. They were probably probably trusting.
Dude,
most people are trusting. Most people don't even think that. You know,
it's the first thing I think of as soon as anyone goes, dude. Something about your kid, I'm like, what the fuck you talking about, dude?
So sometimes you're like,
you can't get away with it today. Like if name any famous artist, name any famous actor. If George Clooney was going around town with another random boy, he's like, he's just my friend, dude. We would all roast the fuck out of him.
Of course.
You couldn't do it today.
But you know, here's what it is with me. Whenever I hear an accusation about somebody, like a politician doing something, or my first reaction is to defend them because I don't think that way. And I always think to myself, why would you do that? Like,
really?
why?
I think the worst in people.
Well, but see, that's smart. So another example, when the Iraq War came out and all the architects of the Iraq War, I got in real arguments with like people like my buddy Will Arnett, Bradley Cooper and stuff like that. And they were like, this is these fucking
drop,
people.
Bro.
Yeah, but it's true. We
I know,
had these
but
arguments
still,
about stuff.
direction.
But I was thinking about that because it kind of caused tension. Because they were, I don't know why I brought those names up. You're right, but I think of that because we were in a group of people. We had these really passionate discussions, and everybody would follow that. We were following it because in 2003, 2001, 2002, before they invaded, when it was coming up to it, I said to myself, this might be a good idea to take out the fourth largest army, the biggest threat to the United States, and all that stuff. And they were really skeptical of the motives of the people in power.
Sure.
They're into power. They're into money. And for me, I was like, that's not how they think, because I don't think that way. Yeah. And I look back on it, I was wrong.
They were right.
They were right.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's better to think the worst in people and your politicians
when
real.
Someone comes up to you and goes, dude, let me do this for you, you don't automatically go, why are they doing this?
I don't. And you say to me
I do it
all the time, you go, he's not your friend, Bryan.
No.
But you do that to me all the time because I'll be like, I just trust that I'm naive that way. I really am. And I always have. And my dad
probably
would
good
laugh at me
quality
about
in
that.
you.
My brother-in-law,
Probably
they'd be
good
like,
quality in you.
I don't know. You get burned. You know,
Business-wise, you get burned.
Yeah.
To be Wade Robson, look at his bitch ass now. Tell you what, he had those fire outfits though. I don't think Wade's gay. The guy on the left from the jump was Gayland. From the jump.
I just have skeptical hippo eyes again.
Again, man, you gotta chalk it up to the parents. Let's say fucking Quentin Tarantino was like, dude, I'm a huge fan of Tiger. I want to take him to Hawaii. Like, dude, guess what? Fuck off. Then he goes, all right, you can come with him. All right, let's go to Hawaii. This is weird, but let's say I go. Then when we get to the hotel, he goes, dude, I got a suite. You mind if Tiger stays with me? You stay down there?
Is that what happened?
Yep. I'd go, listen, Quentin, I'm going to pop
Is
your
that really
fucking
what happened?
head like a zit. That's what happened. And then the mom goes, well, why can't I stay with him? They go, the suite, we got your room down there. We can't get your room next to Michael because there's not enough suites.
Michael wanted to stay with those kids.
Because the little boy, Michael's the end all be all. So they're like, yeah, I want to stay the night with him.
Yeah.
So he stay the night with him.
I find that very weird. So now I'm torn.
The guy's recollection of him, like, teach him how to masturbate and stuff, it's, God, some of it would be hard to make up, but they've had enough time where you could definitely do it. Also, why else I have skeptical hippo eyes? Because Wade, let's be honest, you loser. So you need money.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Is he a loser or is he just traumatized? Because the biggest pop culture icon of all time was sucking him off.
Yeah, well,
Fucked you up in the
that
head,
will
man.
destroy a human being. When you get molested as a child, you can be destroyed for. It causes such depression, such debilitating
And I know
issues.
this is why there are 3 people walking this earth who can watch my kid. His mom, his grandma, his grandpa. That is it.
Yep.
We got a new nanny. You know what I did? First time she took him out by herself. You know what I did? I spied on that bitch.
Yep.
Followed her, dude.
Yep.
Followed her. That's how I roll, man. An hour. Took an hour of work and note taking.
Worth it.
And hiding. Was I in
Worth it.
camo? Maybe.
Worth it.
Maybe. There's 3 people.
Dressed up like a tree.
Yep. Because guess what? If they do something to that kid, his life is fucked, man.
I agree with you.
Super
dude.
fucked.
I agree. So
I take zero chances.
the first thing my mother-in-law said is, no older boys babysit your kid, no matter what. No, I was like, I know that. I'm like, of course not.
No boys.
Yeah.
How about that? No boys.
No.
Hate to tell you,
There's a gender difference. There's where I fucking, I'm writing that down. That's my new, I got a whole thing on this. That's where I'm fucking discriminating.
Yeah, babysitters.
Yeah, babysitters.
Because my son comes to me at 14, he's like, Dad, I got something to tell you. Like, what? He's like, you remember Amy, that really attractive babysitter? I'm like, yeah. He's like, she sucked me off. I'm like, let's go get a bear, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, right.
Fist bump. Because I've jacked off many times to that.
There you
Was
go.
it good?
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Now, if I had a daughter and she's like, listen,
Yeah.
Bill, the babysitter,
Yeah.
molested me, she's fucked.
Yeah. When you see my back ripple and I pull myself up like a chimp 30 times bang, while talking to you, why wouldn't I give that to you as inspiration?
It's a gift, really.
It's a gift.